The whole setup was so well managed that although an enormous amount of work had gone into it, one wasn't aware. One just knew that always everything was to hand. Whether it was the lighting setup, whether there was the right makeup or wardrobe attention, whether there was someone at hand just to move something so that you could get into the right position. Nothing was out of place in the arrangements for the actor. And that is a wonderfully relaxing way to go into a performance, because you had like having someone at your back all the time. And on top of that, there was the added luxury of Alex's cooking and constant coffee if you wanted it. And also the zany characters amongst the lighting and other crew who kept you constantly on their toes because they had such bright, alert minds. And the repartee was enough to keep you stimulated. You don't always get that, you know. Entertainment on many levels.
You know, the shaping of this crew, you could tell that they went about it in a way that was very detail-oriented. They knew exactly what they wanted, who they wanted it from, and they got it. And that's pretty cool when you see it all come together and you see everyone working together in a well-oiled machine. It's really cool.
Felt like the crew really wanted to be there and was excited. And I felt everyone's passion and professionalism and patience. It was really great working with everyone, and I was very pleased.
I was impressed really with their passion, all of them, their commitment to the story. And I thought everybody was very committed to the story because it was so good and was so well written. And so that was helpful, actually, to me as an actor, because I could tell when I was doing a scene that it was important for them, too, for it to go well. And that was that gave me a lot of courage.
Put your coffee down. You can't have any coffee.
Yeah,
no drinks around here. There'll be people. Yeah. Thanks.
You got a paper towel.
This particular crew is very much unlike any crew I've worked with before. A lot of novices. And it was freaking genius. Because these were people who wanted to learn. And I tell you, if you pointed out like, oh, the lab should go here, or in this scene because of like, you know, the hair, we need to put the lab over here or something, and they're learning and they're paying attention and they're listening and they're absorbing and they're grateful to be there. I mean, we're all, you know, as artists, we are so grateful to be on sets and to be working our craft and to see that our sound men felt the same, our cameramen felt the same. And then, you know, Alex busting out with this food left and right. Oh my gosh, it was one of the more professional sets that I've been on in a while, even though the majority of the crew members were actually novices.
From day one, the crew from top to bottom was just tremendous, you know, a really dedicated group of people and really good at what they were doing. And again, it felt like a team, like a really strong team from day one. So, you know, that always feels good.
So an indie film is as small as it gets sometimes. And a piece like this, I think we were a 10-man team. 4 amazing women and 6 awesome guys. And between the 10 of us, we shared the one common goal of making a feature film. We created a clear definition of the roles that we would play as a team. So the wardrobe and props, for example, done by Courtney and Melanie and Suzanne. They were so organized and so on their own. It was a testament of their pre-planning and really getting the nuts and bolts and charts and graphs and everything labeled, and they came in like a NASA project and they were ready to roll. And that freed up the guys, and we were focused on yet completely different side of the whole game, and we all came together to play on the field every day. And it was great because we would let each person do their thing.
So Blake and Trevor were great sound guys, and we had both of them kind of switching positions, so one could go set up something while the other was recording and monitoring audio. And Blake was great to work with. He's always on his stuff, and he's also trying to prep ahead of time when Trevor is recording audio.
Mic pack. It's going to be going on Denise. This one right here. We use number 1.
No, but we can get the zip sound.
Because she's number 1.
Because we can't do it here.
But it's just really funny kind of working with this interesting dichotomy of the two. And and kind of this quieter person and then this very loud, boisterous Trevor who's always like the butt of the joke and making jokes at the same time and just kind of entertaining everyone on set. It was pretty funny to work with. And then Tyler was a great lighting guy. He was awesome to work with. He was always there, adjusting and tweaking, and while I was trying to help out Graham get camera set up, he was helping the other guys stay focused and move on to the next thing as well, and keeping everyone on track.
We are going to make the most fantastic movie that has ever been made in the history of movies. I just want to tell you all, this movie, you're really gonna love it. You people watching this at home, you're seeing me tell you this, you're gonna watch this movie, you're gonna love it. You're going to think it's a fantastic movie, and I really look forward to you seeing it. Thank you all very much.
When a director is also a cameraman, it's very easy for someone to get in their own little world and start rolling and say, let's do this and let's do that. Okay, now we're doing this and not do that. And you don't have time to explain what the next shot is, perhaps, or why you're doing this next piece of coverage. When you have a director of photography and a director, you have to, this one moment where you have to communicate. You say, okay, great, we got this first shot. Let's get this next one, and let's do it like this because. And that because kind of dialogue, everyone gets to hear it and they say, oh, okay, now we're doing this because. When you are a camera and DP, you lose that step. And so suddenly the director's off doing another thing, and everyone's like, oh, okay, and you kind of have to scramble there. What was great about Nick was that even not having that conversation, he knew where I was. And he could lead, and everyone could follow that cue, and then we can get through that day. And so the unspoken kind of rhythm, that communication, was a treat to have, because otherwise the frustration for the DP/director is that I'm moving on to the next thing and no one's helping me, or no one's on it, with me. And in the case of our team, as I was moving there, they were already there. So it was not that they were following, but they were paving the path to that next shot.